What are we doing?
Pledge of Allegiance.
Getting this going.
He wants to get home.
You've been working all day? Or you've been home?
Half an hour.
I had to work all day.
I
Pledge
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Wish I could learn that, the pledge and sign. I'd like to do that.
Well, you can always go back
Tammy?
to school.
No. Maybe carrots? They're in the other room with the kids?
Okay.
I guess there's no public comments, I guess. That's Bob, you want to say something?
No.
That's good enough, Bob. I'll set now.
That's enough, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
Get that in the minutes. The minutes, we didn't have no non-public, I guess.
Nope.
January 30th, Wednesday, just public session.
I will make a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting, January 30th. And I can't remember if there were any corrections.
I do.
But there were?
I do.
Oh, all right. Well.
Okay.
A lot of yellow.
Yeah, I do. What happened to me? I don't know what you. That didn't make any sense to me. That sentence. I'm superintendent. The second sentence. Am I just need an English teacher? Sometimes some things go over my head. I think there was talking
So
about
what they were,
Oh, I think I might have
Here-
changed that, didn't I?
and I think you might have.
starting after Labor Day. That's what Paul
Yeah,
likes.
and I think
Yes,
I
yes.
added that.
I think she did, because that's what it was about.
No, my other one is I questioned is John said we start the school year with 276 children, which went up
Yeah,
to
I
2.
changed that too.
What about the next sentence? But we
Yeah,
are
you
down to
did.
14 teachers.
I changed that.
Okay, also, okay, that's
Yes.
good. We agree.
Yes, it started at 255,
Okay.
and then it went up to 270.
All right, okay, all right.
She
Yeah.
did, she was all over that, with
All right.
corrections.
And and the 14 teachers, I think whatever I changed, we were down 2 teachers, or down a teacher or something, but I did change it.
Well, yeah, it says we're down 14 teachers. To me, that felt like we lost 14 teachers.
No, we're down to 14 teachers, blah, blah.
I forgot
Which
a word.
is 2
Okay, that's good
T-O,
job.
not T-W-O, or T-O-O.
Good job. Peg made the
No,
motion.
thank you.
Yes.
I'll second that then. Peg and Douglas. Did you have anything, Melissa?
No.
All right. Melissa?
Aye.
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 Yeah, it takes care of that. Going right to the superintendent's report.
I have a number of things here.
Right.
Next week is Newt Week. Jan and John are not here tonight, but I sent you an email. Newt Week is February 18th to February 22. It's set up by the students at the High School Student Senate, and all the events are written here. It sounds a lot of fun, a lot of spirit. They're very enthused, and I sent you an email with all of the events of it, and I'm sure she will be putting it on the website. Here are a lot of the events going on. I asked John Safida, here's some themes that are going on in their school during the next 2 weeks. And as you can see there, they're going to do hearts, and they're going to do they also have their week during the week before vacation. They will have theme days, and the theme days is school pride and so forth. So they're going to be all psyched the week before vacation as well. Also, tomorrow night is the boys basketball last home game, and we're very proud that we're going to launch our 12th grade student is going to receive an award, and we will honor Emily Flanagan about 5:40 before the boys game at 6 o'clock.
Isn't it on Friday?
No, the boys' game is on Thursday.
No, it's at Farmington on Friday.
Last home game.
No, this is the last boys' home game. She was honored there by them.
Oh, so it's
This
okay.
is
This
ours.
is the high school.
This is
not,
high
I mean,
school.
varsity, not middle
Okay.
school.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Confused.
Okay.
What?
The varsity boys have their final home game tomorrow night. Prior to the game, before the introduction of the boys, if you walk in the gym, you'll see her sisters are up there
Yep.
now.
Yep.
She's going to hoist hers up, and we're going to unveil it there. So those of you, it's been on Facebook and so forth and been around, but I just wanted to make the board aware, 5:40. It'll be before the introduction of the boys at the boys' game. So it'll be a nice night because it's also the night of the last boys' game as well. So that's some of the highlights. A couple of other points of interest. Each of the school buildings, we're going to report out on student achievement and how that is being raised in each of the schools. As you're aware, the administrative team, as well as the staff, has been working on this. I just asked each of the principals to give you some of the main points of what is being worked on in each of the schools. The first board meeting in March, they will both be here and all your questions, so this will give you some time to take a look at it. If you have further questions to ask, I'm also going to ensure that this is on the website, so if community people have questions that they want to ask on student achievement, and the goal is to enhance it from pre-K on up. That was for MES, and here is the one for the high school. Now, so that is going to be in there. So therefore, please review it. You're seeing it about a month before the two print, and we're going to be in depth. We're going to be talking about the compendium of things, of gaps, of how we're trying to move students in from point A to point B. So this has been an ongoing thing from day one. We all are aware there are persistently low scores. We'll speak to the different rubrics that these tests use. Right now, in the high school, it is the SAS tests. It's from 3 to 8 are the SAS tests, and the SAT is the main rubric that is used in the high school. In Mass, it's the MCAS. In New York, it's the New York State Read. So when we speak to that, and there's various, the school dagger, there's all these various things out there, and they're ones that they take a random sampling of certain tests. For example, they may just take the 3rd grade test and the 8th grade test. They will not necessarily take all of them, but we'll speak to that as well. Also, one of the other things that I wanted to get clarity on is and we're going to put this on the website, what this board that is here, most of the board has been here for the last 3 years, and our BA has been here, and our whole school admin team has been here. So the budgets that have been under our watch.
Can I have one more?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Here, what we've done is, so it can be seen, we took what we started in 2015, 2016, and worked up over the last 3 years. We looked at how much the budget increased from one year to the next. We looked at what was returned to the taxpayer and the tax impact result. The tax impact result from 2015 to 2016, 2016 to 2017, between that year, was 0.12%. The next year, 2016 to 2017, to 2017, 2018, is minus 0.53. And the reason that was higher was $159,000 was returned from the SAU. It was returned when Wakefield and Milton left, so that this was what was left in there. To some degree, that was actually the first year that I was here, and we actually did not fill some of the spots that the SAU had. So therefore, without filling certain of the positions that last year, both districts, both Wakefield and Milton, both of us were left with a little bit more. Now, so that Nate could speak a little bit to why funds are left over at the end of the year. It's always been said that good business practices, you should have left up to 2% of what your school budget is for that year. Over the course of the 30 or 40 years I've done this, this is what they looked for. In fact, in New York State, they have a 2% tax cap that they put in a few years back. So if from the school district point, if your budget can be, hopefully it isn't 2% in the red, it's 2% to the good. You're staying within 2% of what you said you were going to spend. And as you look at this from the Milton perspective, the 1 year we returned 130, and the other one was 206, and that basically is between 1.5% to 2% on the head.
Could I just? And that was out of the operating budget.
Correct.
Yeah, people need to realize that.
So we're going to put this on the website. If people have questions about this, this is to show. And the other thing too is, when the budget is done, people leave. We're doing it 6 or 7 months before the end of the year. You've got 8 months where people move. We saved $250,000 or more. Much of it came from positions that we didn't replace the person that's left, and we moved people around. So, and also we ascertained where class size was low, and we excess positions. So the reason is the budget is a 12-month thing, and time kind of stands still when we frame it. But we're looking every day at how we can save a dime. And like I've been saying for 3 years, we're doing more with less. And I know that phrase has been used. And we're trying to stretch the $3 out to $5. And I think that the board and the whole team has done a great job with that. So, but the answer is in the result. we can talk a good game, but this is where it lies. We'll put this on the website, and if there's things that people want to ask, feel free to ask them. That's my 2 cents for the night.
That was good, thank you, Rob. Miss Peg.
When the kids are testing, I don't know what made me think about this the other day. Possibly because I found in my cupboard a thing of candy canes, peppermint. But it has been proven that peppermint increases your brain ability. And I know we used to give the kids peppermint before they took tests. And we saw our scores going up. So anyway, just a thought to pass on.
That's a great one.
No.
That's a great one.
That's it. That's the whole reason our test scores are bad. We're not giving out my candy.
You know, I believe it. I believe
Well,
it.
I got some candy.
I don't want to
Want some?
admit this, but years ago, I think I'll get stoned for this one. New York, they based it like the school digger does on the certain tests, and they based it a lot on the 8th grade test. So I went out, and we were a little bit larger. We had 60 kids or so. So I went out and got some funds from some stores in town. Said, look, if all the kids, if the 8th grade does well on the tests, could we bring them to the Yankee game? So that's what we did. So it became a thing to go to the Yankees. So I guess here we go to the Red Sox.
Boom.
We go to a team that wins.
Yeah.
So that's what we feed them.
Yankees,
That's
come
what we
on.
feed them before the test, and then we bring them on a bus to go watch the Sox. So I think we resolved the whole issue. Forget all this.
Our test scores are going to go up because we're going to feed them peppermint and we're going to give them some sort of an incentive. Yeah, like
Well,
that.
remember, it's on TV now.
I
You
can't
said
see it being the
that.
right.
Yeah, I know. So we got to do it.
Why can't it be a tablespoon of peppermint and not candy? Because we don't want to give them diabetes.
Well, doesn't a candy cane equal a teaspoon, tablespoon?
I have no idea.
But it has sugar in it.
Bet it does.
We'll have to research that.
Yeah, we need.
All right, I'll do research and I'll
Pure
get back to
peppermint,
everybody. Ooh, I know. Oh, it burns.
That is
Smells good, but
that is
tastes,
castor
I
oil.
don't think
Remember that as a
Castor
kid.
oil.
Remember that as a kid?
Oh.
Mother used to give it to me all the time. That's it, Earl?
Yes, thank you.
Did you have anything? We didn't have any public, so we skipped it. Did you have anything?
Sorry, I was a few minutes late. No, I don't have anything.
Okay, perfect.
Maybe at the end he will.
You can- Well, just raise your hand, we'll recognize you.
Thank you.
Moving on to financial,
Oh, actually, I had another question. The PBIS rollout. It looks like that's MES, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
The one.
And does everybody know what PBIS is?
No.
Positive behavior
Intervention.
no, that would be E.
Intervention system. It's
Intervention, okay.
It's Peg can go. She likes to talk about that.
Yeah, it's trying to get kids to do positive behavior and rewarding positive. So, and it does work.
It does.
Okay, so I just had a quick question. Is the administration at, say, MES, making sure that when we do these different things, no child is being left out to the side? You know, like we're doing Dresses Twin Day.
Do you know what? If kids, I will be very honest. I mean, I've gone through this, I can't tell you how many years. So, if I think that little Johnny maybe doesn't have anybody that they can be a twin with, I'll go up to Johnny and say, hey, you got a plaid shirt that we can both wear and we can be twins? So teachers will, and I am in hopes, and since it's a PBIS rollout, I really am in hopes that they will do something.
I do too.
Pardon?
I do too.
I just hope there's no kids in my school system that look like me. I'm sorry for them.
They never look like me either, but you know,
Sure.
they're all taller
Short
than I
bald.
am.
I'm sure there isn't. Okay, moving on. The operating expenses, we're doing, I think was pretty steady then. Wasn't that our figure last time?
Oh, we had questions, yes.
282?
Oh, Margaret had questions. Of course she had questions.
Good.
But not too many. Okay, so first one, page 1, middle substitutes. There is a long-term substitute for the middle school, so that would be the overage. Page 2, I had already asked about this question, high school contracted services, and it still is true that it needs to be moved to the middle school. And Nate, I know I interrupted him the other day, but he is going through the expense report line by line, making sure that everything is correct in every single line. Page 9.
That's the one you stumped me on.
Okay, well, one line says middle guidance secretary, and another line says middle guidance support. And as he says, it is the same individual, so hopefully we can, what? No?
No, I'm sorry. I read it wrong.
Oh,
It is the same position. It's just named wrong.
yes.
I was looking at the actual money left over. It's off a little bit,
Yep.
and it shouldn't be.
Okay.
That's what's stumping me.
Oh, okay, so you're just gonna figure it out.
But I can change that name.
Thank you.
Because it is the same.
I gathered it was
Yeah.
the same.
So I'll
Yes,
just
okay.
retitle it.
Okay. All right, and then page 12, elementary supplies, price increases for various items. Ooh, page 15, SAU supplies.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right, this, we had to pay for catering the open orientation at the beginning of the year. It's done every year, but we don't budget for it. We also needed to order more forms, so, okay.
That's why it's over.
Okay. All right, line 16, middle school and high school principal retirement.
Page
Did we give her
Yes.
another raise? Or was that
It's
the
no, it's
assistant?
the original one.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay.
The FICA will be
Up to-
overspent as well.
Okay. Page 16, professional development. I knew I had asked, but you said you were moving it, and it was still
No.
showing up there.
No,
So you're not moving
I'm
it.
not moving it.
Okay,
The,
not moving it.
There was something put in there before that was moved out. That has
Okay.
been moved out.
Okay,
This particular thing is staying.
this is to the Yankees game. I understand. Season ticket for the Yankees game. No, the NHSAA, New Hampshire's
I think I had that right.
superintendents or somebody's
Yeah,
AA.
something like
Okay.
that.
And then page 17, custodian subs / overtime, due to all the snow that, and to cover various sick and vacation days, but mostly due to all the snow. And I don't know if anybody heard, but it was snowing. It was a whiteout leaving my house when I got downtown. Food service repair maintenance. Usual maintenance projects, and we had issues with the kitchen oven.
Yeah.
And I guess my question with that is, why are we paying for?
It's our equipment.
Oh,
We own it.
okay. All right.
I have a few more things I wanted to add to the expense report. Just wanted to give you an update on the phone lines that were overspent. I had mentioned that they had billed this wrong, so I'm getting it cleared up. You're not going to see it in this report, but it should be the next one. And we're getting a credit of $6,829.01.
So this is the old phone system.
21 cents, yes.
This is the old phone system.
Yep. And then on page 21, you will see workers' comp. We actually got a big credit for that. It's part of their premium holiday. I didn't even know they had it, but they do. So we got $24,832 given back to us.
Now, that goes into our general surplus and goes back to the town in the end.
Yes.
So now everybody thinks all that money that you get on that chart is left over from the operating budget. It isn't, because this isn't a perfect example where some of that money comes from.
Yep.
So that goes, it'll be given back.
Yeah, that's a very good example. What we might want to do at some point, and that you mentioned it, is try to make a list of what some of these are, because some of the other funding, like the Medicare, things like that, it takes a year for it to come back.
Yeah. I do have an ongoing spreadsheet.
Yeah, and there's several of those. That was excellent that you pointed that out.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, because that goes into that too. It's unanticipated.
And we cannot spend that money
Correct.
unless the legislative body, which is the voters, give us authority.
Right. Also,
Where does that show up on the revenue report? Or haven't you posted it yet? 24,000, because we can't put it in the expense.
we did put it in the expense report, in the expense line, because it comes off the bill.
Oh,
But it's the
okay,
same
so
concept.
Okay, so it's less.
If they had given us an actual check, it would go into the revenue line.
Okay, all right, thank you.
We will also be getting a credit for unemployment for the same reason of $15,731.
Give me that figure again, please. Yeah.
$15,731.
30.
And that's coming in the same form. It's going to be a credit to the bill itself.
And
Wow.
goes back to the,
Yep.
given back next year.
Yep.
And again, you cannot anticipate that a year in advance when we do our budget.
I couldn't. No. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know it existed. I knew it existed for the for health insurance, but I didn't know it existed for unemployment and workers' comp.
But you would,
I was pleasantly surprised.
but even if you had known, you would not have known the figure until you actually got it.
Correct.
So there's no way to, my point is, we cannot calculate that a year in advance because we don't know how much we could possibly be getting back.
Yes. It's different for the premium holiday for health insurance. We do know how much we're getting back.
Right.
Okay.
Sometimes it's more, but usually it's the same figure.
Yeah. But what you want to do, if you're able to forecast future revenue, you want to do it on the conservative side, not on the
Absolutely.
high side.
Yeah.
Because you make it surprise.
Because what happens is there's tuitions, like you get a Rochester, they get the Wakefield tuition. If they underestimate those at thousands of dollars a student, they're in bad shape.
That's a lot of money.
Because if you underestimate that, so I'm glad you pointed that out. And what we can do is, as we go, we can make a list of those types of monies that we receive, so people are aware of it. Because they wonder, didn't we know we were going to get these monies? And if we got the money, why did we spend it? Well, it comes from other sources, like you admittedly said you didn't even know about.
Yeah.
We had a year before you two came that I think we gave back $489,000.
Wow.
And that was what happened there. You got someplace on some anticipated money returned because of insurance. I can't remember the whole thing. That was returned to the town, and it was used, was put in their fund balance. It was used to lower their tax rate. Okay.
So we've never received a premium holiday on either one of those?
Not since I've been here.
Wow. Okay.
Now, is that going to be a yearly thing now?
I do not believe so. No.
It's a one-time shot then.
Yeah, I think once it gets up to a certain amount, they have to give it back.
Oh, okay, all right. So they let it communicate.
Yeah.
I can't talk with my false teeth, but once you get up there, they give it back.
Good thing I'm on the same wavelength as you.
Yeah,
I know what you're
We're
saying.
going to work together as a team now.
Doug, we make a heck of a team. I stutter and you have your teeth loose.
I can't do pronunciations anymore.
So
I
you gotta-
giggle.
I got to laugh at it, people. I got to laugh at it.
You know what? It's the only way to live.
That's right. I'm sorry.
So, when we talk about this, when we got the SIG grant to buy the computers, how much did we receive?
From the SIG grant?
The last SIG grant was $270,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 276.
Okay, so just to point out, we can apply for a grant this year. We won't know till next year if we're gonna get it. So we have to put into our operating budget the cost if we had to buy all of those computers. And when like something along the SIG grant comes in, and we find out in the following year, that's why we're able to give back some of our money.
Correct. And
Correct?
the other
Yes.
thing is,
So it's not that we're trying to overspend, or that we don't know how to budget our money, it's that we have been proactive trying to get these grants.
But the other thing we must be aware of, and I don't know if you realize, the SIG grant is only for the high school.
No, I'm aware of that, but my,
Just let the people realize. Now, that's not the only amount we got back, because we got back 2.4 million, which ended August of 2014. Do you realize that?
and I've gotten some emails over the thing and stuff on Facebook and all that, but much of the computers, when you sit down and you look at them, are done by the SIG, by the Reef,
Yeah, you're right.
by one
Title I.
and two,
Yeah.
Title I. And so therefore, when we looked at the inventory of all of them as administrative team, in fact, Peg Hurd sat in because she was presenting that, could we, you could really see that. So this is something, go on.
I brought this with me tonight, just in
Yeah.
case, because we were going to talk about the
Oh, I'm sorry.
deliberative session.
Okay,
No,
go on.
that's okay.
All right, I think we made the point.
Yeah, no, it was just, they really worked. Jen did a superb job, because
Yeah,
when
she did.
I met with her Friday morning, and, we just kind of went over what she had put together, and she added about 3 things. But other than that, I was very impressed with everything that she did to get me ready for the deliberative session to present. So,
That is a good inventory.
Yep.
Here I go again. Spectacular.
spectacular.
Yeah.
Get those teeth together. Spectacular.
They fall.
What?
They fall down. Take a drink.
I said, do you need a break?
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Take a drink.
Why do you say that?
Trying to be nice.
It ain't gonna work. Okay, moving on. We all okay?
No, I have one more question. Is
Okay, go ahead.
everything encumbered that needs to be encumbered?
Everything is encumbered that I am aware of.
Okay, thank you.
Special ed's always
Well,
going to
yeah.
be the moving target.
Forget it. Forget that one. Okay.
Okay, all right. Monthly revenue report. Everybody read that?
okay,
All set, Peg? What's wrong? I'm holding this. The monthly grant report. Everybody okay? All right. Treasurer's report for November 2018. Need a motion to accept it in a second.
I'll make a motion to accept the treasurer's report. We have 2 here, so
Yeah.
for November,
I'll do that next, do them separate. Keeps me in order. Okay.
okay, I second that for November.
Okay, wait a minute. All right, that's Melissa. Melissa?
Aye.
Aye.
I
Okay, Peg.
will make a motion to accept the treasurer's report for December.
I'll second that.
Melissa, thank you. Any questions? We doing good? Okay, Peg?
Aye.
Aye. Melissa?
Melissa.
Aye.
Cash reconciliation for, this is for November 30th, 2018.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have a December?
No, we have
January.
January.
Yeah, I don't know when December. Okay.
That would be for December, though, since it's January 3rd.
Okay, all right, that's
It's
good.
January 3rd because sometimes payroll falls on a weird day
Okay,
and they have to adjust it.
so this is.
So that is for December, yes.
Okay, good, thank you, Peg. Good catch. No question is still.
Okay, so I have one comment to make about the food service. We need Laura,
I have a comment.
or I'm gonna have to really start looking at this and maybe text her.
Go ahead.
If you notice on the December report, that $300 for equipment is taken out. So we're back to
Oh,
zero.
good, thank you.
Probably.
Hopefully she's
Are
watching.
you watching,
Yeah.
Laura?
So now, you want to just state the the deficit for the minutes?
Year to date,
What's our deficit?
12,155.
No, sorry, Peg. I wish. That's budget. The actual to date is 22,026.
Sorry. Thank you for
A
correcting me.
little bit of good news. Last year at this time, we were at 30,219.
So we're doing a lot better.
So we are improving.
About $13,000.
Yep.
Okay.
I am going to have cafe services come in within the next couple of months once it kind of dies down here, busy-wise, and have them go over stuff with you.
Now, do you have any reason why we got that decrease? Are we pushing, more people are signing up for assistant? Does anybody have any, do you know?
Yeah, that's part of it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to, I know we have a lot of bulls in here, but just out of curiosity, I know Doug knows the history of the district. When was the last time that we did our own? Does anybody know?
What are?
Like the school district did their own cafeteria.
When Andrew was here, before Andrew left?
Yeah, it was just before cafe services, so it was probably
What,
5-6 years ago.
2014?
We did our own,
Yeah,
and it was worse.
and it was a lot worse.
98,000,
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a heads up, state requires us to go out to bid every 4 or 5 years. I can't remember which. And it's up, so I will be putting an RFP together for food
Cafe
service.
service. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we did that last year.
I thought we did too.
No, we told them to sharpen their pencil,
Oh, okay, sure. They did sure.
and they did. Yeah.
Okay.
Because we do a contract with them every year, right?
Yeah, we sign I think it's 5 years, and every year we have the option to go out to bid
Okay.
or just re-sign with them.
Okay.
But after that, after the 5th year, we have to. We're forced to by the state.
Yeah, but that's when they change their rates every year, don't they?
They do change them every year.
That's
yeah.
why we do a new contract.
Yeah, we would have to do a new contract.
Yeah, because they change their rates.
The only difference is this year we're being forced to in the state, which isn't a bad thing.
So this is for 2019 and 2020?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
So everybody be aware of that.
So what else is out there? Cafe services, I'm trying to think
There's
of what's...
Chartwell.
Chartwells, yes.
Those two are really the only
Sorry,
big names out there.
okay.
Now,
I know Rochester is Chartwells. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
now, has this present administration changed any of the requirements for the food that we're giving to the kids? Has that changed at all? Because I know,
They're working on it. Yeah. This
I
is
know
minor
Michelle
changes.
Obama came in with a certain
Yeah.
guideline, and
They're changing it a little bit. The only one I know off the top of my head was they were increasing the salt intake. It was
Increasing
was
it?
really low, and they're making it a little higher. That's the only one I know off the top of my head.
okay, all right.
Now, we got that other thing for this year that we did get 2 years ago, for the grant for the fresh fruit.
Fresh fruits and vegetables, yes.
You might want to cite that so people are aware of that, explain that a little bit.
We
We got it again.
do
this
have
year.
it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We didn't last year. We were off by, I think it was like 0.2%.
Yeah. But we
Something
have it
really
now,
low, but we
yeah.
have it this year. Yep.
Yeah, and one of the things too that we're going to continue to work at is to count, lunch count, the free lunch count, the free and reduced lunch count, because that will help us, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
The higher that is, the.
That's what, and that did go up. That's why we have fresh fruits and vegetables this year.
No, what, would this help us if each kid got 2 meals at a time?
No, it doesn't work that
No, the
way.
second meal gets charged full price.
Yes.
Would we change our account? I'm just asking, tell the kids to come back and get second meal.
Yeah, that was you, Doug. in May.
Yeah,
Well, but maybe apparently they're feeding them too little because we have to go back up for a second serving.
just a growing child.
Growing kids. Yeah.
When I thought I liked lunch duty, I took
We
2 of
discovered
them.
my son was getting 2 meals a day for lunch.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh,
Anything else on that?
On that, no.
Do you have a figure on that fresh food grant for this year? Dollar amount, by any chance?
I can ballpark it.
Okay, the ballpark is good.
15,000.
How much?
It's 15,000
So that's
and
good.
change.
Okay. You
does it
think,
show up on our grant
I
report?
don't think we should be growing some.
No, it wouldn't show up in the grant report. It would show up. Show up in the revenue.
Oh, child nutrition?
No, it would show up right here. I don't even have it in there, so I'll have to add it.
good- thank you, Peg, good catch.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm glad we
Patty.
talked about it.
There's more work to do.
So would that increase our funds? If you had that or no?
Revenue, yes.
It's gonna increase our revenue, yeah.
Yeah.
So another
Which will decrease our very bottom line.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
We're trying, people, we're trying. May not think so, but we are.
Grants are critical.
That's right. Now, this must be 48 is correspondence just from MES, fourth grader. It's introducing Gregory Lefko.
We're not done.
Lefko.
You're still on.
Oh, I skipped that one.
I have that.
I did that on
A couple
purpose.
things too.
I did that on purpose, see if Peg would catch it.
She's on the ball today.
Activity statement report for the cash in each classes. Go ahead.
We need Laura for this one too.
I've answered all her questions.
Oh, okay, good.
Well, you can't spend it because it belongs to the class, don't it?
Correct.
So they give you authority to take it.
So that one's okay.
There's no outstanding questions, unless you want to add to it. But you had your chance.
Well, I got a question on the back.
The consent agenda is the same.
NHS jeans, what's that?
Oh, we
That's
said
a-
that the last.
Yeah, that's a fundraiser for
Okay.
Newt does it. They put in $1 for every Friday. They're allowed to wear jeans. So,
Oh, that's
Sure.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
can't remember what it goes to be
I want to
honest.
say it was
What
a
is
Jan would be able to tell you
scholarship.
that one.
I think it was a scholarship.
It might, yeah.
That's
That'd
good.
be my first guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
On that
Go
note, I don't know if the board has seen the proofs for the new uniforms for the middle school that came in. And the bill was submitted to Tenerife, who is graciously going to be paying for them. And they were beautiful, nice uniforms.
Can I ask a favor of you? Could you have them coming and model them for us?
Sure, when they're done.
Or
when
at
they're
least
printed.
bring them in.
The
Maybe
boys
they don't want to
and
model
girls,
them.
right?
Yep.
Like kids, okay.
Yeah.
And
Let the people see them.
the same person who is a local businessman, Saul, who is doing the uniforms, is going to be, I don't know if you've seen on Facebook, he had done up some Milton sweatshirts.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's
Saul,
Saul.
that's his name, Saul.
Davidson?
Yes.
Thank
He's
you.
actually,
So,
he designed some hoodies for the for new that he's going to put out there for us to be able to sell and use that money towards anything that we needed to buy, any future uniforms or what we needed. But we don't have a lot of school spirit, equipment out there, and he's going to be doing that and putting it on Facebook for us.
Good. Good. Yeah. No. Some of the things that he's designed are really nice.
I don't-
Incredible, yes.
I
The
don't know.
what town are we in? The Milton one is absolutely beautiful with the lake in the background and the whole bit.
Now, how much, got any idea what the cost of the sweatshirts are?
I don't have a figure right now. He and I have been going back and
Okay.
forth, but I know they were very affordable,
Okay.
and especially based on, the quality and logo. And again, thank you to Tenerife for sponsoring the uniforms for the middle school basketball teams. It's greatly appreciated.
yeah, thank you to them and thank you to you for going out there and making it happen.
I try.
No, I haven't forgotten anything, have I, Peg? And maybe we can move on.
No, you may move on.
Okay, Gregory Lefko is introducing, is that what, new fourth grade teacher? Yeah.
I will have you know your grandchild is in that classroom.
He's the grandchild in the building?
Yeah. I asked her what she wanted to become, and she said a teacher. I hope so. Hope she becomes a teacher.
Good for her.
She can do it. Make a difference. So, I think we're all set. Moving on. School board business. We got a card from Amy Corbin and then Laura Noseworthy. Thank you for the flowers in memory of our mom. And that, if people want to see it, I'll pass it around. Seashells.
Oh, nice.
So,
I want some.
Wish I was there.
aren't you going away to do that?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right, moving on, policies for the second reading. I think Kathy sent you a message that we
Yes.
inadvertently left one out, but she graciously took care of it. I'll do that one last. It's the part-time and substitute professional staff employment, and it's for substitute teachers. It's GCG.
I will make a motion to approve this one.
For the second
Changes were
reading.
made, yeah.
Okay.
I second that.
We're all set, no more corrections?
No more corrections on that.
Okay. Melissa?
Aye.
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 So it moves on. It goes into the book. Do you want me to deliver that to Kathy?
Sure.
Please.
Take care of that. I'll write okay on that one to be delivered. The other one is advanced coursework and advanced placement courses. It's I8CD/LEB. Okay.
I will make a
yeah,
motion to
no.
approve that one. No, don't?
No, we were just discussing this. I have a change that I feel that needs to be added in.
Go ahead.
If you look at the second paragraph, it states, the district will not be responsible for any tuition fees and other associated costs incurred by the student. However, the standing policy that we have right now is if we are capable of providing those courses in-house, we will not pay for them out-of-house. If we cannot provide them in-house, have been paying for them outside, out-of-house.
No, my question to you, how do you want that written? Give it to me, and I'll give it to Kathy tomorrow morning, how you want that correction, because I think that's a good correction.
Right, I had added in on that same line, if we will not be responsible for paying it if the district is able to provide such a course.
Do we want to just switch? So the motion is to send it back to be corrected?
To add that line.
Because in
And I'll
fact-
second that.
Because in fact, that is what Jan and I have done there, because I've met with some students and some parents and her, and just what Melissa Brown just said is what we're doing, so it should reflect what we're doing.
Oh, no, we got another peg. She's correcting grammar now, too.
Just one.
In that same paragraph, the district, D, should be capitalized.
The same one?
Okay, give it to me, and I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Thank you.
I do have a motion. I think I made she made the motion, and I seconded it to send it back with corrections. Melissa and Douglas.
Okay.
Okay,
Remember, don't take it yet.
no, it's okay, I won't, I'll wait. Don't slap my hands. It'll
You
be
can
good.
vote if you want to.
Okay, Melissa.
Aye.
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 That's what goes back.
I just want to write this down.
Yeah, I understand. Don't take it. No, we won't hurry. I'll take care of that tomorrow.
And Doug,
Go ahead.
I think it's important to note that, I've heard, we don't offer advanced placement courses. No, we may not have the teachers in our building, but we do offer these courses to our students. We don't want to hold anybody back.
Well, that's even true all the way down to the kindergarten. All you have to, you can take. I went on and I looked at all the courses that are available to kids. It's free, all the way from
They don't
kindergarten.
have a advanced placement in kindergarten.
Well, I mean, you take any course to
Sorry.
learn. Learn my alphabet and my numbers and all of that.
I'm not going to even jump onto that one. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Okay. The next one, it's probably not on there, but I think Kathy sent you, BCB board member conflict of interest.
I will make a motion. Oh, all right. You did give it to us.
She did say,
No, I printed it.
Oh, aren't you
but
sweet?
she did say, she told me she sent it to everybody.
And I did look
She
at
did.
it
She did.
online. Saved my
You
tree.
did save your tree.
Okay,
I will make a motion to approve.
and I'll,
Ooh, BCB, board member conflict of interest.
and I'll second that. Do you want to read that before you vote?
Actually, I've read it before, I just didn't have it with me tonight. I read it. and
So
I
you're all
approve it.
set?
Yes,
Melissa?
yes,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I will take care of that and have it put in the file tomorrow. Get my notes down here. Okay, and that was Peg and Douglas. Okay, all right. All right. Oh, the B, the deliberative session discussion. Yes.
Oh, I missed that. I gotta ask a question when we get to the public, so go ahead.
You can ask it. Oh, I see. Well, what, public comment, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Peg, you up?
Well, every once in a while I do need to be schooled. And I was schooled by Mr. Nathan.
Here, here.
Oh, did you watch it?
Nate did.
They did.
Ooh.
So at the deliberative session, a certain budget committee member got up and stated to the public that under the yellow sheet, which was the default